Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Whoop whoop. Hello everybody, Tanisha K, also known as Mary to KDK here on the YT, coming to you guys with the 100th day. Yes, 100th day of my 100-day challenge. So let's go ahead and get this party started. I'm going to go ahead and tell you my results for the 100 days. And just things that I have learned. And we're going to keep this short and simple, guys. I ain't trying to keep you here all day, amen. So let's go ahead and get into it. First of all, I want to say the bad. One thing that I learned in this 100 days is that I realized I was an emotional eater. I never thought that I was an emotional eater. But like if you went back and again read that blog post, and all these links will be below. If you read the blog post for the Overcoming March, is that Overcoming February, excuse me, if you read that blog post, then you understand that I had to deal with a lot, and I didn't even realize, like, I'm so used to being like, oh my God, I'm so stressed, I don't know what I'm going, I didn't realize I did that. I really didn't, guys. I know that's crazy to say because you think that you know your actions, but I did not realize that I did that. Number two thing that I realized is that I got burnt out not really quickly, but I got burnt out towards the end. So here I was thinking, I'm never going to stop doing this. I'm never going to give up. I'm never going to be frustrated. And right about around 50, 60, I was like, I'm so over this. Not the healthy living, but the posting every day was wearing me down because I don't like talking about myself. I'm not one of those people. And so I really don't like doing that. I can't stand it. I don't like talking a lot, period. I know you guys like your own YouTube every week. YouTube is different, but in real time, I'm just like, hi, don't put me in front of anybody. Keep me to the back. Don't tell nobody that I can do anything because I like to stay in my little corner. So it was really hard for me to be out in the forefront and discuss this and to post every day. But you know what though? I'll get to the positive side later. So that was another thing that I learned about myself. I'm not a fan of everyday posting on Instagram. So I will not be continuing that, even though I will be continuing this for another 100 days. And I'll get into the reason why I'm continuing here in a second. The last thing that I learned about myself is self-sabotage is real, honey. Like the struggle is real. Self-sabotage is also real. And I self-sabotage myself. You guys know I'm honest with you. I talked about the soda. I talked about me realizing how I was emotionally eating. I realized that by emotionally eating. So I realized that I was disappointed in myself. I went up and down in my workouts. And again, the workouts is not the most important thing, guys. The eating is the most important thing. But I realized I needed to really get it together and stick with everything. And that's honestly the only bad things that I had experienced during this 100 days. But those aren't horrible things. Those are things I needed to experience. It's kind of like when you go in Christ. You think that you're okay, and then sometimes something will happen, and then God will be like, yeah, you thought you had got rid of that. Let's deal with it. And you're like, wait a minute, I didn't know that was still inside of me, God. He's like, yeah, let's open that heart a little bit more. Let's clean you out. And that's what I realized during this time. I will say this. I don't know how people who are not children of God do this. And that's not a diss. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I think my Savior is awesome. He's the Most High. But how you choose to do it is your business. But I don't know how you do this without using the spiritual side of warfare and pulling it into the physical and maintaining your journey. And the reason I say that is because it's mental. It really is a mental journey. And there's times where you're not myself. My self-sabotage is not only physical, where I could be eating or something like that. My self-sabotage can be mental, because if I don't hit a goal, then I'm just like, you suck, and I could talk bad to myself. But I can't do that. And I'm not saying don't check yourself. Now check yourself because you need to be checked. I was like, I got to get myself together, because you think about, pretty much you never want to think about it, but you have to think about the fact that somebody needs to be right. You want you both to be right, but you have to get your body right, because you want to be here as long as God intends for you to be here, and you don't want to make God's the kingdom building that God has assigned to your life, you don't want to make it hard. Amen. You don't want to be trying to lead people to Christ, and then you're having heart attacks and diabetes and whatnot, losing your feet and your toes and your fingers. That's not what He wants for you. That's not God's best. Joel Osteen would say, that's not God's best. So in order for me to have God's best, I realized that I had to get some things together. So after having baby girl and giving myself some time to do that, that's when I said, let's go ahead and do this. Again, so I had my thyroid issue, and I made a commitment. I've been sticking with it. It's honestly been going good. So let's get into why I'm going to do another 100-day challenge, and that is because of the things that I did in the last 100 days and ups and downs and sometimes way downs. This was a very learning, very educational experience for me. I did research on things I wouldn't think I would do research on. So it was a lot of growth. I remember one time just crying to my husband, and I was just like, you know, I was just being very nitpicky with him that day. And I remember telling him, you know, in the midst of crying, was like one of those Jesse Spano I'm so excited moments. It was just like, you know, you don't even understand what I'm dealing with right now. I can't have this. I'm trying to learn how to deal with my emotions without food. And he was just kind of like, okay, that makes sense. You know, and hearing me say that out loud, I was like, wow. That's when I realized, okay, clearly me and this eating things, you know, I had made it my BFF and I did not mean to do that. So let's get this figured out. All right, so another reason why I'm doing this 100-day challenge again is because now I have all that education that I learned on this side. We're going to bring it on to this side of the 100 days and go into the next quarter and see what thus saith the Lord, how we can do this. And again, like I told you guys from the gate, if I am unsuccessful at this, that has nothing to do with God. That's just me not doing the best that I can. And I really don't think that I did the best that I could all 100 days. Now, of course, that's natural. I'm human, but I'm going to keep going. All right, so y'all don't care about nothing I just said, do you? You want to know results. You want to know what happened in this 100 days. Well, let me tell you. First thing that happened in this 100 days is I got back into and stepped out of, hallelujah, size 28 clothing. Yeah, I said back into. Like, that's how big I was before, after 28. After 28 is 30. Did you hear what I said? After 28 is 30. I'm going to be 35 this year. I was almost wearing my age. Do you hear me? Wearing my age. Wearing my age. That's not hot. That's not hot. That's not God's best. So, out of 30s into 28s. In the 26s, I'm going into 24s right now. Another thing that has been awesome about this 100 days is I have gotten back into wearing high heels and wedges again. I couldn't do it. It was too much. It was hurting my knees. It was hurting my back. But I'm able to do it. Weighing less definitely has its benefits. I actually spent time during this 100 days and even prior to starting the official 100-day challenge working on my butt. So that's the next thing that happened. My behind lifted up to where it's supposed to be. And I actually have a nice cute little shelf back here, which I'm not going to show you because I'm saved and I'm sanctified and I'm Holy Ghost filled and I'm married to a preacher. And that's his shelf. And my shelf, which is his shelf, ain't none of your business. But just know it's back there. Alright, so I was so excited about that. Let me tell you, the butt Bible stuff, it gets on my nerves. Like, for real. But it works. Do you hear me? It works. And not just that. Fitness Blender has some strength training where you're doing, you know, for butt exercising to get a nice butt, but you're lifting weights and it's, you would think, you know, I'm lifting with my arms. How's that working? Making my butt together. But baby, let me tell you something. Kelly, honey, you all right by me because she got me looking good, honey. She got me looking real good. So I'm excited about that. I've also noticed that when I put my pants on, they fit different. You know, the butt part looks really good. And don't get it twisted. It's not perfect because I am still big on size. So it's still big. I'm still big, as you can see. I'm still big. I'm going at the tight end of 3X. But my butt looks good for me being the big girl that I am. And that's all right by me. So Kelly, you are all right by me. Alright guys, so during this 100-day challenge, I have knocked out 24.8 pounds. And I'm very excited about that. And I'm hard on myself. I'm so hard on myself, guys. I am very hard on myself. And I didn't realize that until I got on the scale. So I'm about to kick a hundreds in a few more pounds. And I'm feeling kind of good about that, you know? So that's why I'm doing this again. And I'm so excited. Like, I'm so excited. So I'm feeling kind of good about myself. People who have been around me, they be looking like, now some people have noticed, like those who haven't seen me in a while, they're like, I can tell, I can see it in your face a little bit. It's more so here. This has went down some. These have lifted up a bit. The things that they can't see, my husband sees. And I really didn't see it until I did my body shots. I wish I would have done body shots in the beginning of the 100 days because I really didn't do them until a couple weeks ago when I told you guys. So I would definitely suggest anybody who does this, please do body shots. Put that camera up and have somebody take pictures of you. Now, I don't want to see no more naked body shots. I'm tired of seeing y'all in your drawers. I'm tired of seeing you in your bra and panties or whatever, you know, little bitty boy shorts. I don't want to see that. Put on an outfit. Don't let it be black. Put on something form-fitting in a weird awkward color, like a pink or a peach or something we can really see your body without you being naked, okay? Y'all gonna be wives and mothers one day, or you're already wives and mothers. You don't need your sons, daughters, your children's friends seeing you like that on the internet. Like, I can't stand it. That's just my PSA, okay? That's just my PSA. Please stop doing that. Please stop. But you can still show your body without showing your body. Let's go. Let's have some modesty, believers, okay? Let's have some modesty, okay? So I did those body shots, and I will include those at the end of the next 100-day challenge because, like I said, I just did them a couple weeks ago, so it wouldn't do you any good to see them today. But I was excited about that. Now, I realized I still have some areas I need to work on, but it does not matter. That has been great. Another thing that's been good in this 100-day challenge is shirt size. So like with the t-shirts, I was wearing, I needed a 5X. I would put a 4X on and stretch it, it would still be tight. There was one shirt in particular, and I will make sure to insert a picture of that when this video is over, but there was one shirt in particular that I had went to a prayer conference, and I was so ashamed. I'm not gonna cry. I was so ashamed that I was just like, give me this. I just said, you'll give me a 3X or a 2X or whatever you have, because I was so ashamed at what size I really needed for the shirt to fit me and to be comfortable. And it was just really embarrassing. And I wore that shirt to the zoo. We went to the zoo last week, so that was like a big deal. And anyways, I was very excited about that. So little stuff like that has been happening during this time, and I'm very grateful. I'm taking my sweet time with this, guys. I'm not trying to lose 100 pounds in 3 months. I'm taking my time with this because I want to be able to maintain it, and I want to make sure that I'm getting education in the meantime. So this video is probably 1,000 minutes long, and I said it was going to be short, but you know, I have a lot to tell, okay? It's the end of the 100-day challenge. There's a lot to share. But I'm just grateful, guys. I thank God. I thank God for my accountability partners. I thank God for those who are in my really tight-knit, true circle that I can trust. I thank God for my husband. I thank God for my children, guys. You know, when I was going up and down and went way down, especially when it came to working out, I was still doing okay with the food, but the working out. And my oldest, he was like, Mama, I miss working out with you every day. And you know, you don't realize the things that you do are habit forming, and they have an effect on your children. So I want to make sure I'm showing him the right thing to do. And another thing, even this jacket I have on, guys, now this is it's snuggy. It's real snuggy. But this is something that I wasn't even able to wear. I was able to only put on after I had Fat Mac. Number 2, we call him Bam Bam now. So I was able to put this on, but I couldn't wear this last year because my arms were too fat. And I can get my arm in it now. Isn't that amazing? All right, guys, but we'll keep you posted on everything. I hope that you guys are enjoying my weight loss journey here on this channel. You know, you guys, you see me crying, you see me laughing, you see me cracking jokes, but you know what? You guys are supportive, and I really appreciate that so much. I thank you so much to my YT family, and I love you guys so much. If you have not already, I will put a card right here, guys. Please go and check out the video that I did talking about God loving you and being your covering. If you are a believer, you are His, and you're obedient unto His will, you know you will need that encouragement, guys. So go check out that video. And you can also check out the blog post of my husband being my superhero. And if you want to know my goals for April, that blog post will be up on Sunday. So make sure you follow me on Instagram so you can see all of that. All right, Married to KDK on everything. Thank you guys so much for going through this 100-day challenge with me. 100 days of awesomeness. And I will see you guys in the next video. Tomorrow starts 101. We're going to kick this up for 200. And in 2 weeks, 2 weeks, I'm going to show you guys what I got with my crisp $100 bill.